Hi, I'm Davide from Italiabound.com. I'm an Italian-born Canadian who is passionate about sharing all the information that I have about traveling in Italy for those of you that want to go to Italy and experience life as an Italian more than a tourist. Today I want to speak about three particular things about eating in Italy. Not so much about the food that you should be enjoying, because everywhere you go, depending on the areas you are or the region, the food is so regional that you need to experience when you are there particularly. But I want to speak to you about three things that are very common throughout the country. First thing is that Italians eat at lunchtime and at dinner time, and those particular hours are set. So therefore, if you are traveling throughout the countryside and you realize it's noon and you want to eat and you're looking for a restaurant and you can't find anything, by the time 2:30 comes around, if you haven't found anything, likely you're not going to sit down and have lunch anywhere. So Italians tend to sit down between 12 and 2 o'clock or so to have lunch. And after that, the restaurants will close, regardless whether it's a restaurant, a trattoria, an osteria, they will close from 2:30 or so until 7:30 at night. So in that particular time, you will not find food. You can go into a supermarket, perhaps a bakery, you can buy things like that, or a coffee shop. But if you want to sit down and have actually a 2-3 course meals, that's not going to happen between those times. So between 12 and 2:30 or so, you're going to find a restaurant. In other words, the same thing happens at 7 o'clock at night. So 7:30 until late evening, but you need to make sure that you are having dinner during those period of time. You don't just show up somewhere saying, hoping that they can serve you. The second thing you need to know about Italians is that it's a passion for them eating. It's so much more like a lifestyle. It's almost like a ritual. So therefore, they do enjoy eating, not just for fuel, but just for experiencing life. And they eat in courses. So the first course you will see is usually in the menu is the antipasto, which is your appetizers. And so usually it's 1 or 2 things that they try out. Then you have the primi piatti, which are your first dishes, and usually are the starches. Then you have the secondi, which are your meats. Then you would have your contorni. Contorni are what surrounds your meats. And those are dishes that are brought out afterwards. So it could be your potatoes, it could be your vegetables, it could be the salad itself. Because salads in Italy is eaten with the second course, not in the beginning as we do in North America. Then after that you have your dolce, which is your sweet, your desserts, and you have your cheeses, and then you have your coffee as well, and fruit sometimes. You don't well have all of them, you will certainly will not have all of them, but sometimes on a Sunday when you have this group of friends that get together, you probably will experience a good range of them. But normally when you go into a restaurant, you will have your antipasto, an appetizer, perhaps some cold cuts and some cheeses, and then you will have your primo piatto, let's say a pasta dish or some sort like that, and then of course your water, your wine, and then a coffee at the end of it. Often you will find that there are places that will have a fixed lunch menu, and it'll say 2 courses, so basically antipasto, primo piatto, water, and coffee for 11-12 euros. In Italy, water is the #1 choice for beverage. Not wine, water. So we do not drink milk, we do not drink pop, we do not drink excessive amount of juices. All you do is a lot of water, sparkling or still, and sometimes wine. But #1 choice for drinking at any meals in Italy, men, women, children, water. The third thing you need to know about Italian eating is that we do not eat and run. So therefore, when you finish your meal, you're sitting down, you're chatting, you're talking about what you've been doing, and talking about the food, and which is important. Italians, they tend to know what you ate, how you eat it, did you like it, did you not like it. So to them, eating is very, very, very much part of their DNA. They're so passionate about it that they'll spend quite a bit of time sometimes after they finish eating talking about the food itself. So what happens, the bill will not be brought to you unless you ask for it. So you will ask for the check, and that's when the waiter will bring you the bill. If you don't ask for it, they will not bug you. It's actually somewhat insulting for a waiter to just stop by and drop a bill on your table when you haven't requested. Basically, the meal is ended, doesn't necessarily mean the evening has ended, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be going anytime soon. So make sure that when you are done, and it's not that they forgot about you, they just know they give you your space. You want to enjoy the evening, enjoy the evening. When you're ready to go, ask for the bill, they will bring the bill. Sometimes the bill is paid right on the table, and sometimes it's paid at the cassa, at the cashier as you exit. And you will go sometimes, depending on the type of restaurant you're in, quite often what they'll ask, say, what did you have? And you tell them what you had and you pay. Or they will already have a list of the things that you bought and you will pay them at the time. So again, Italians do not eat, rush, and run out. They'll probably sit down at 7 o'clock, and sometimes they'll get up around 9:30 or so. As tourists, obviously we want to spend time touring and visiting the countryside, so you want to eat a little bit faster maybe, and then go on to your rest of your day. And that's when you ask for your bill, and they will break you. So those are the 3 things I find are really important to know for a tourist to travel in Italy, because quite often we tend to do things that our way, the North American way, and then we are disappointed when we get there and we cannot find a restaurant, and think we were treated badly. But remember, in Italy, the culture is around food, so therefore it's different than what it is in North America. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as well, you can visit my Instagram account at Italian Bound Travel. You can also visit on my Facebook, Italia Bound. Until next video, talk to you soon. Ciao, buon viaggio.